So it's great to chat to people on the move and doing some big things in South Africa. And one of those people is a lady called DJ Zinhle. She joins me on the line. DJ Zinhle, good to have you on this podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
I have to ask you, you've been very busy, even though a lot of us have been in lockdown over the last year. Tell me, what are your last 12 months been like?
Crazy, just like everyone else's, just trying to make sense of the new way of doing things. At some point, everything was totally dead. You couldn't move, you couldn't work, you couldn't even think straight. And then we went from that to having to just adjust how we think and how we work, and then like straight back into work. So it's been a mixture of craziness, really, from just craziness of being quiet to craziness of just now like working like crazy, trying to catch up with everything that we've lost time on.
Well, I have your display case right behind you. It's got some of your latest products. Let's talk about that. You brought out a initial bottle, a rosé with the Boulevard. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yes.
Tell us about this venture that you went into.
So I partnered with Boulevard, and I mean, initially this was meant to be just a conversation about me being maybe an ambassador for the brand, and just help them maybe grow whatever vision they had for the brand. But the conversation has now evolved. It then evolved to something bigger, where I get to be part of the brand, have some ownership in the brand, and then therefore be the CEO of the brand. So it's just like a lot of work now, more work than I ever thought was possible, but it's a very exciting partnership for me. And I think also just for, as a celebrity partnership, this is exactly where we should be going. You know, we should be talking about equity now, not just being faces of brands.
I hear you, DJ Zinhle. And what was the decision to go with bubbly as opposed to maybe like, you know, whiskey or gin? I mean, we see a lot of international celebrities bringing out tequilas. Why the decision to go with bubbly?
It's cute, but also I love celebrations. I work at the club. I mean, I'm a DJ. I've been a DJ for 16 years, and I've seen people pop bubbly at the club celebrating moments. And that goes very well with music. And that's what I bring to the club. So I thought I surely deserve something in that market, you know, to be part of those celebrations. And that's what exactly our brand is about. It's about celebrating the small and the big moments. And it just felt organic for me to be in the bubbly business because of that very reason of just loving to celebrate.
And that popping of the bottle, it's not quite anything the same like something with bubble.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
So we spoke about the rosé. You've now brought out a luxury nectar. What is that now? What kind of addition is that now to the range?
So what we are trying to offer to the customer is a wide variety of tastes. You know, you'll see that the first one that we started with, the Nectar rosé, was not as sweet, a little bit bitter, and then we brought out a pink bottle, which was more sweet. Like if you like the sweet taste, the pink bottle is for you. But for me, the luxury nectar is more of a balance between the two. Very the sweet is not shocking, but also the bitterness is not shocking. It's the perfect one for me. And also it's the packaging, also being a white bottle, has always been a dream for me. I think that's the first thing I said to Boulevard. I said, guys, whatever happens, I need to have a white bottle in this range because I think weddings are so beautiful, but I hate how they'll have this random color bottle on the table that just ruins the decor. So I need us to create something that people can use for bridal showers, for birthday dinners, that just fits into the decor perfectly. So even just the package for me was something that was very important, but also something that just lands so nicely on the tongue.
Well, I definitely see you wearing your marketing hat in more ways than one when it comes to the white bottle. And I never actually thought about that whole wedding story, how you have this bottle that doesn't
like
fit
the
in
wedding needs to
decor.
be beautiful, right? Now your baby shower's got some weird looking bottle, or your bridal shower looks, no, it needs to all be beautiful. White is just perfect for the celebrations.
Well, now that you're not just the face, like you were saying, it's not just a celebrity endorsement. You're actually also, you've got a stake in the business, which also means that you've got skin in the game, and you also get to feel the pain just as much as you get to feel the pleasure. Tell me a little bit more about how lockdown has affected you now that we had alcohol sales that were sort of paused for periods of time. How did that impact your business?
I mean, in a great way. I mean, are super excited about Boulevard. We think it has great potential. And when we launched, we were ready to fly off the shelves, like hit the ground running. And the stop and start is so frustrating for us. But we've really enjoyed some support from people. But we just feel like the brand would have had so much traction and would be so much further if it wasn't for this stop and starts. And also just we've had to re-strategize every time. So how do we relaunch? How do we, during these trying times, how do we still market a brand like this that someone might necessarily feel like, I don't know if I need, to be celebrating right now, with the bottle of bubbly. So there's been a lot of just changes that we've had to make, re-strategizing, and it's been really tough, but we are soldiering on.
Tell me a little bit more about how the bubbly is produced. Is it, international? Has it got a unique sort of angle to it?
So our MCC, which is the white bottle and the pink bottle, is produced locally, but the black bottle, we bring it in from France still. So we started with the bottle that we bring in from France, which we still are, which is perfect for the story, which is amazing. But we feel like South African wines are just as beautiful. And also to grow the local market just makes more sense for us as a South African brand. So we are extending our range, but we are producing it more locally now.
Well, it's great to hear that you've blended the two. I think that's always great. And you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, South Africa has produced some absolute fantastic
Absolutely
MCs.
amazing.
I mean, it competes with the best in the world. I mean, sometimes you have some of the international stuff and you think, really?
I always tell people that you need to taste Boulevard and then you'll know what South Africa is really about. Just even the white bottle that I just put out now, the luxury nectar, even when we finalized the name luxury nectar, I said, guys, we are not even off the mark. We are definitely communicating what this product is. It's luxury. It's South Africa. Like we produce the best wines. I don't even have to sell that to you. You know that story.
Well, you mentioned sort of special occasions as sort of a big market for you. Anybody in particular that you're also trying to target with this particular brand?
No, you know what? With this brand, we're just saying the storyline is there are so many moments that you need to celebrate, especially now with COVID. You realize that like you need to be grateful for each and every moment. You need to celebrate the small moments and the big moments. It could be birthday celebrations, it could be a graduation, it could be anything, like just, it could be you saying, you know what, I survived the week. It was a tough week. I need to pour myself a beautiful glass of wine. What am I going to drink? You need to drink Boulevard because you deserve it. So we are just looking for someone who's looking to just, I don't know, just experience, like celebrate themselves. Like that's the big message. Just celebrate yourself, celebrate with friends, and we've got the right bottle for everyone.
Well, I think if that's the criteria, you're going to have a lot of people opening bottles over the next couple of weeks. We even get excited if there's no load.
We have so much to celebrate.
So, DJ Zinhle, just tell me, apart from the spirits business that you're in now, any other business ventures that you're busy exploring for 2021?
I mean, I've got Era by DJ Zinhle, which is the watch and accessory company that I've been running for the last 8 years. We are growing our distribution this year, hopefully to bigger platforms. I'm renegotiating those kind of deals because we've always been an online store. And I think people really want to experience the brand. There is a wider audience of people that want to buy the brand, but they cannot access it because maybe people are still scared of buying online. But with us trying to get into other distribution channels, we're hoping to grow the brand. So I'm ready for that. I mean, it's been 8 years of Era by DJ Zinhle, and I think it's time for us to just take that big leap of faith and, partner with other people so we can get better distribution.
Well, DJ Zinhle, it's been such a pleasure chatting to you, and congratulations on some of the new stock coming onto the market. And I'm sure we'll see quite a bit of it also in SANDTON. And I wish you all the best for the year ahead, and look forward to some of your other releases, hopefully coming out in the next couple of months.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, and thank you for talking to me.